I'm Chad Merrell, Chairman of the Board of Directors of HD Reach. I'm here to welcome all of our conference attendees, our world-renowned speakers, and to thank each of our sponsors for making this day of connecting, learning, and inspiring possible.
Thank you, Chad. Hi, I'm Debbi Davis. I'm the Executive Director of HD Reach, and I'm very glad that we can all be together today in this Hive where we can share our expertise while we learn from each other. Before we get started, let me quickly describe how the day will work. Just before each session starts, you will see a countdown clock. You will automatically enter each session as they start. In the session, you can ask questions using the Q&A button and use the chat feature. These features are open to everyone and everyone can see your comments. On the HD Reach conference website, which is separate from this presentation site, there's an HD Hive bulletin board where questions will be answered and you can post tips. This is your community board, so please share your ideas and your resources. In the middle of the conference, we will head to the lounge, where you can sit at tables of 8 to get to know others who understand HD. At the tables, you will be joined by an HD Reach board member or volunteer to talk about the topics you want to explore further. At 1:20, we have a panel of HD experts answering your questions. You can submit questions anytime during the conference. If your question isn't answered during the live portion of the conference, just check out the bulletin board. The conference ends with a special art therapy session. I hope you have your brushes and paints and canvas ready. If you don't, just return to the conference website to watch the recorded video. All of the sessions are being recorded and will be available for you and your family to watch at your convenience. However, it will take about 2 weeks to get everything loaded onto the site. In the meantime, we have additional sessions that are exclusive to the HD Reach conference website. Dr. Mary Edmondson is recording a very poignant discussion about suicide prevention. We also have a great presentation on anosognosia, why the person living with HD doesn't always get their disease. And Chandler Swope recorded a session on how to talk about genetic testing with teens and young adults. There is a lot of information available to help you live well with HD. It's because of generous supporters like Genentech, Teva, Unicure, Neurocrine, Wave Life Sciences, and members of our community that we can share resources and support as we find new ways of living well. Now, today's conference is focused on giving everyone impacted by HD tools and information. In just moments, Dr. Victor Sung will present the latest findings on the Wave and Genentech trials that were discussed at the CHDI conference on April 27th. Our next speaker, Dr. Vaziri, will talk about exciting advances in digital technologies that you can use to improve symptom management. So times have been tough lately, but we know how to be tougher. And Dr. Craig Chepke will give his insight on building your coping skills. Then Dr. Buddy Marter will talk about spirituality and your sense of grief and loss as you care for someone with HD. After our lunch table break, you've got Dr. Mary Edmondson giving you her expertise for developing the skills you need to handle behavioral changes in your loved one with HD. Want to learn more about helping to find treatments for HD? Then please stay tuned for Dr. Andy Fagan's session on clinical trials. Dr. Bonnie Hennig-Trussman will follow him with a very timely talk on how to make good decisions when you have incomplete information. Then an all-star panel of experts will gather to answer your questions. The experts hail from the fields of neurology, psychiatry, social work, and neuropsychology. And then you're all set for art therapy. The Hive is a space for you to buzz in and collect information and then share it with your friends, your family, all the people in your corner. A Hive is most effective when it's swarmed, so please share. Developing this conference was the work of many people who are eager to help you live well with HD. I am grateful to the members of the Education Day Committee, HD Reach's Board of Directors, the guest speakers, and the conference sponsors, and of course you, all of our attendees. We're not just here today and gone tomorrow. HD Reach is available to you, and I encourage you to call or email when you have a question or concern. There are many ways that we can help, from connecting you to knowledgeable medical providers, providing you with information about this tricky disease, and offering you support and compassion. I know living well with HD isn't easy, but you are not alone.